Renfri, a woman with blonde hair, blue greenish eyes, and afflicted by the curse of the Black Sun. Renfri was born just after an eclipse, also known as the Black Sun. Her father, Vredefalk, the Prince of Craden, the land's part of the Hanged Forest League, wasn't bothered by this possible curse. He still loved her. However, it all started to go down after her mother died and her father remarried a woman called Eridea. Vredefalk and Eridea had several children before and after they got married. Eridea made use of a magical mirror. It was revealed to her that her stepdaughter, Renfri, would kill her and many others alike. She sent this information to the Council of Sorcerers, who in their turn sent the sorcerer Stregobor to investigate the curse. Stregobor spied on Renfri. He reported to have seen her torture and harm other living beings. He did a few tests on her and concluded that she was a mutant. Stregobor never wanted to harm her, he just wanted to isolate her for study. However, Eridea had other plans. Possibly since she could have wanted her children to be the successors of Vredefalk and not Renfri. She ordered a hired thug to take the princess out into the forest, to kill her, and bring back her heart and liver. Instead of just killing her, the thug decided to rob and rape her first. While he wasn't paying attention, Renfri used her brooch to stab him through the ear into the brain. She fled, being homeless and hungry whenever she didn't manage to get shelter and food in exchange for her body, or whenever she didn't manage to steal any food. Over the next 4 years, Renfri gained much notoriety and became well known under her alias Shrike, thanks to her tendency to impale her victims. At some point, she had reached Mahakam and moved in with a band of 7 gnomes. Eridea wasn't quite done with her yet. She sent hired assassins to kill Renfri. They almost succeeded using a poisonous apple. Renfri survived it, however, and at every attempt of the assassins afterwards. Almost no one dared to attack her since she became quite skilled in fighting. Not long after the attempts on her life, it was thought by Stregobor that Renfri poisoned Eridea. However, it also believed by others that Vredefalk poisoned her. Renfri, however, claims that she had nothing to do with Eridea's death. Renfri and her gnomes continued robbing merchants throughout Mahakam, until one day the gnomes started to fight with each other, leaving only Renfri alive. After this, Renfri stayed in Mahakam, and soon she came across Stregobor. She remembered his part in what had happened to her, and she wanted to kill him. However, before she could attack Stregobor, he had uttered a spell that transformed Renfri into a crystal slab. He buried the slab in the gnome's mine and brought the tunnel down, trying to seal her there forever. However, after some time, a prince from a distant kingdom far to the east found her. At least to the east of Blaviken. It's not known if it's beyond the Blue Mountains or where it is, it's just to the far east from Blaviken. The kingdom this prince belonged to described as having a throne room the size of a barn. I would say to think of it like something like the Bloody Baron's fortress for a size. The king of this land, the father of the prince, was a former brigand, a criminal. After the prince had found her, he had paid a mage a lot of gold to turn her back into a person. The prince took her back to his father's kingdom. However, his father didn't trust Renfri, hearing about who she was and what she had done, while Renfri was tied down naked to the executioner's bench. He questioned her about the treasure she and the gnomes had hidden. The king, however, wasn't the only one present at the questioning. His eldest son was there as well. The next day, the eldest son was the new king, and his parents and siblings were dead. Renfri became his favorite mistress. However, it didn't last long, and soon after she continued searching for Stregobor. Traveling across the north, she met him thrice. In Kovir, in the Pontar Valley, and once in Angren. Stregobor settled down in Blaviken. It took Renfri a year to find him there. But once she did, she wasn't alone anymore. She had surrounded herself with a new gang, consisting out of 7 members, including Renfri. These members were Sivril, a half-elf, brigand and professional murderer that took part in the Trident Ultimatum. 15. Former member of the Angron Free Company. Nimir, twin brother of Fear. Nohorn, also a former member of the Angron Free Company. Tavik, just a guy. Fear, twin brother of Nimir. And Renfri, of course. Once Renfri wanted to get her revenge and arrived in Blaviken, Geralt of Rivia passed through Blaviken. He was tasked by Stregobor to kill Renfri since he thought of it as the lesser evil. While Renfri was in the local inn, Geralt and the alderman, Caldemine, came to talk to her. The alderman threatened her with prison if she didn't leave. She revealed to him a letter from King Audun of the Arxene Hangforce League at the time. This letter was said to make her untouchable. It's questioned, however, if this letter was real or forged. Later that night, Renfri snuck into the room where Geralt was staying. She told him that she wanted to kill Stregobor. She gave Geralt 2 options. Stregobor had to come out of this tower and surrender himself, or Geralt had to go into his tower and kill him. Geralt refused to do what she claimed was the lesser evil, and while talking, hypnotized Renfri, who gave him a cryptic message before snapping out of it. She told Geralt that he had won, and she would not kill the mage. In typical Geralt ways, he spent the night with her, till dawn. However, when morning came, Renfri took her man to the marketplace, on which was supposed to be the busiest day of the year. Geralt realized what was going on and ran to the marketplace to confront her, where he only encountered her band. Renfri, in the meantime, went to Stregobor to give him the ultimatum. When she returned, Geralt had just killed her entire band. She drew her sword despite Geralt asking her to stand down. The two fought until Geralt cut one of her leg arteries, killing Renfri. Stregobor emerged from his tower, having seen it all transpire in his crystal ball. He wanted to take her body for autopsy. However, Geralt threatened to kill him if he touched her. And so the Butcher of Blaviken was born. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put a link in the description to the video I did on Stregobor. And that's the end of this video. The next video will be early next week, around Monday or Tuesday, I hope. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Till next video. Bye.